Namaste all. Let us go for the definition of differentiation. So I think differentiation is a very important topic from the point of examination as well as further studies. So first let us learn what is meaning of differentiation. Before going to that, let us consider one function y equal to f of x. So y equal to f of x is there. Here we can notice that x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. Here y is depending on the variable x. Suppose there is a small change in x. We call as usual increment, that is delta x. There is a small increment in x. Delta x is the increment, which implies the point x changes to x plus delta x, because for the point x a little increment is there, that is delta x. So x will become the new point x plus delta x this term. And if you have increased a point x, then there will be increment in y also. We call that increment as delta y. In this, the point shifted to y to y plus delta y, right? So there is a increment delta x and a respective increment delta y. Since y is the function of x, if you have the increment in x, then there will be the increment in y also. So increments are delta x and delta y, and the incremented point the new point obtained is x plus delta x and y plus delta y. Then if you calculate the point y plus delta y, then this will become f of x plus delta x, because x shifted to the new point x plus delta x. Whenever x shifted to x plus delta x, y will shifted to y plus delta y. Here the change in y, that is delta y, which is equal to y plus delta y minus y. And we can write this delta y as y plus delta y is nothing but f of x plus delta x, and y is nothing but f of x, right? So let us divide this by delta x, right? It will become delta y by delta x. So delta y by delta x, this will become, the value of delta y is f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x is there, right? So this will become x f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Now taking limit. So if you take the limit to this term, here delta x is the term. So we need to take limit according to delta x. So limit as delta x tending to 0 for the term delta y by delta x, this will be equal to, if you take limit on one side, implies we need to take limit to other side also, right? So this will be equal to limit of as delta x tending to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x here divided by delta x, right? We are differentiating with respect to x, implies we need to take the independent variable with respect to all the terms. So that will give us the differentiation of the for the function y. That's why we are taking the definition of differentiation, right? If this limit exists, then left side of this limit delta x tending to 0 delta y by delta x is called the differential coefficient of y. Differential coefficient of y. So if this limit exists, then the left side is said to be the differential coefficient of y. Here, if with respect to, here x is there, right? So with respect to x, with respect to x, therefore this differential term we can write it as dy by dx, right? Differentiation of y with respect to x, because x is the independent variable. So dy by dx is equal to limit as delta x tending to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. So let us consider this delta x equal to h. Delta x equal to h. Then this term will be dy by dx is equal to limit as h tending to 0, because we are taking delta x equal to h. So h tending to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, because delta x changed to h here. We call this as the basic formula. This is the basic formula. So by using this formula, we find the derivative of any function y here, but it should be noted that y should be continuous function. Okay, whenever we are using this formula and finding the value of y for any continuous curve y, we call the whole method as finding derivative of the function from first principle. First principle method. Okay, so first principle method is the basic rule to find the derivative of any continuous function y.